Can't believe I'm dead.
Damn.
I'm trying, guys. I apologize.
It's okay.
I know, we good.
Hey,
It's
no,
good.
no, no. Hey, it's
We're not giving you shit.
it's the first episode. We working on it. We're good.
That's why we put reboot, because this shit is scuffed. Oh,
mean,
no!
I-
Oh no! No,
All
I
right,
got
hey,
buried,
hey,
bro.
Hey, I'm gonna change all those settings right now. Don't worry about it, Barry.
Ew.
I got you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you did that, because I completely forgot to disable all of that shit.
Bro, Nightbot's a bitch.
Nightbot is literally an actual
Oh.
nonsense.
You know, the title isn't exactly wrong. It is a reboot because considering we did lose everything.
Well, technically, it's a soft reboot. It's a soft
All right.
reboot.
Everything is fucking turned off Nightbot moderation wise. So
All right.
there y'all go.
But everyone, welcome to the
Hello.
new and not really improved Syndicate Podcast. Sorry it took us some time to bring it back. But again, welcome everyone. We're probably gonna have a 3 limit cap on the stream. We're gonna transfer into the team stream. We're gonna be playing some Uno. Some fucking
the hell's that?
Uno, the game of champions, maybe some Monopoly, because apparently that's the game of champions too.
Oh.
Right now we got KGT, Ichi, Bits, and myself, and we're just
Don't
gonna be.
forget about Nucci and Eldis sitting up here.
Nucci and Eldis are in here. I apologize. I haven't heard them. My apologies.
Yeah, Eldis is.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised you didn't hear Eldest, considering he is.
I haven't heard Nucci, so it's my apologies. Let me turn him. Okay, he's all the way up just in case he does talk.
200%.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, am I quiet?
No,
No,
that's fine.
no, I didn't hear you
I'm
speak.
talking
So
real quiet because I haven't been to bed yet, and it's like 5:30 in the morning.
then why are you? Yeah, go to sleep,
No,
fool.
you.
Oh,
We did. Did
Nah,
you?
nah.
Exactly.
I've seen Ichi. Ichi come and had a nap, and I was napping for a little bit, but it's all good. I'm
all right.
alright.
All right. Well, how about this? Let's go ahead and start off with a juicy topic. I'm pretty sure
Oh
everyone
God.
has related to this at some point. I'm gonna find the article while I explain this, but Kotaku recently put out an article, and Inside Gaming, you know, just all these different news outlets have apparently found out that EA and the ESA are really getting into it when it comes to the bill to remove loot boxes from all AAA games, because apparently not apparently, it is a form of a virtual casino, and EA is not. They are not happy about it. So let me go find this Kotaku article. But what do you guys think about EA getting real fucking upset about that? Because I think it's kind of comical, honestly. Because most of their money's made not from like Battlefront or any of their shooting games. It's made by games like FIFA, Madden, you know, all these games, but like loot packs, loot boxes, etc., so forth. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that this bill will even pass? Do you think EA has a point when it comes to microtransactions or games as a service? Do you guys think it works? Do you guys think that's flawed? Like, give me your input on it.
Fuck loot boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You
in
don't need
general.
loot boxes to earn money for a game.
I'd be.
You
Yeah,
have
that's
so
what I'm
many
about to
other
say.
things you can do.
I'd be completely fine with loot boxes if it was cosmetic only, but like if it's actually game changing, game breaking shit, like no, get them out of there.
No. Like, if you want to look fancy and you want to buy a loot box, that's fine. You want to look good. I understand that. You want to buy a box so you can get like a 50% experience boost for like 4 hours. No.
Nah,
No.
I don't even agree with that, KGT. Like, loot boxes shouldn't be a thing. If you want the cosmetic, let them get the damn cosmetic.
Oh yeah, that too.
Like-
I
You
don't want to
just
spend
buy it.
$300 and not get the cosmetic.
Like
You know?
like
Sorry,
here's my experience with them, because I know a lot of people are gonna, you know, bash me over the head, but I play a lot of Call of Duty, and their microtransaction system has been fucked for years. But the one thing, and you guys will only hear me go on record with this, is that Epic, even though I hate Fortnite, the way they do microtransactions, perfect, because I know what I'm gonna get, and it keeps me coming back with how they refresh. Other than, let's say, Call of Duty, where the current contraband stream and all the reserve cases, I'm getting duplicates, a shit ton of stickers, stuff that I won't use, stuff that I don't want. EA did the same shit with Battlefront 2. They do the same thing with Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5's microtransactions are terrible. And it's just, I feel like the way that like games like Apex did it, the way that Fortnite does it, the way that, you know, ROE does my, like, if I can see what I'm gonna get if I put forward the money to buy in-game currency, like even Rainbow Six, when it comes to buying operators, a single operator is like $5 USD. So it's like I feel like the loot box era is kind of dying out because no one really wants it. I mean, hell, Belgium even passed a bill that doesn't allow it, so even developers having to patch out loot boxes, they have to find a way to change it. Like with Apex Legends, speak of the devil, instead of getting those Apex loot boxes, whatever the fuck they're called, instead you get that blue in-game currency. What is it called? Like crystals or whatever, something around that. But
I don't know.
But I feel like we need to start shifting towards a I hate to say this, but a Fortnite way of buying, you know, skins or cosmetic items, because the pay-to-win model doesn't work either. Hell, Fallout 76, a game that flopped hard but is still doing better than Anthem, which we're gonna get into later. Even though that game flopped hard, it's still surviving. It's thriving. I looked at the top 50, or not top 50, top 49 Xbox games played. I don't know why it's not top 50, but apparently it's up in like the top 30s. So a lot of people are still playing it on Xbox. I can't find a metric for PS4 or PC. Of course, I can go on to I can't go on to Bethesda.net and see how many people are playing, but apparently by God Howard himself, it's millions. But like the pay-to-win model is starting to try and come back, especially in Fallout 76 and all these other looter shooters. But you know, I feel like we need to stray away from loot boxes to keep the gaming environment healthy, and so that way the US government or any of these other global governments stop kind of interfering with this. I feel like they just need to get rid of loot boxes and then just move forward, because I don't want another Mortal Kombat government wants to fucking, you know, just demonize games for, you know, turning our children to thieves, murderers, killers, you know, stuff like that. Which honestly,
do you consider card packs as loot boxes?
Card packs, like what you would see in like FIFA, Madden, shit like that? Is that what you're talking about?
Like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, you know? When you buy
yeah. See, here's the thing. I feel like the randomization is there because I don't know what cards I'm gonna get. Like, say I'm opening up a fucking.
It's craps.
Yes.
I hate that shit so much.
Yeah, basically.
Say I'm going to get say I'm opening up a new like pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I want that fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh shit.
But I don't get it. It's like I don't know what.
You just keep throwing money at it until
I'm gonna keep buying card packs until I end up getting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting card packs until I get it. Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's I feel like card packs are the same way, but then again, I don't know how you would like regulate that, because you can physically buy card packs, you can't physically buy loot boxes.
You can't regulate it. I honestly feel like card packs is where you could draw the line at, and I think that would be fine.
Well, also here's a silver lining with physical card packs. Hello, Discord sounds are on, but I don't have streamer mode on. Fuck me. But who joined? Who was that?
Too Young.
Oh God, Too Young's here.
He's muted.
Oh,
he's deafened.
Oh
Muted,
no.
deafened.
All right, well that's fine. Well, this stream's about to get. He said, "Get fucked." All right.
Yep, you already know where this is going.
But either way, I feel like with card packs, there's physical value there, because I've resold my Magic cards. Like, bro, I have a thick ass stack of Magic cards, and I bro, if I go to TwitchCon,
box full of them.
If I go to TwitchCon, I expect to play a Magic the Gathering tournament.
What's this?
My fucking got Too Young on the stream, bro. It's gonna rip a fat vape.
Wait, so you're saying we're not gonna use the Magic decks that we get from TwitchCon to play?
I mean, I can, but the thing is, I already got a fucking rainbow deck. That bitch is huge as shit. It's bigger than my arm. My arm isn't that big.
Not very big.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bigger than your legs, bits, but you know.
Oh shit.
Going that way. Okay.
But no, I feel like card packs is where we can draw the line, because there's physical value, unlike fucking shit ton of stickers and cosmetic items that I can't resell back to the developer, because they don't want to take that shit back. They don't even use those bitches in their games. But I feel like, let's go ahead. Is it a curse VC? Yes, it is. Because me, Two Young Bits, KGT.
Kira's not in VC now.
He's at work.
And Kira, we ended up catching this stream because me personally, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I'm going out of town for my sister's birthday.
Oh,
But we ended up doing this one at this time because, just so we can actually get it started, get it going again for you guys. Kirad's actually still at work. Don't know if we're still gonna be live or not. Whenever he actually gets off. So-
Biz, look at my profile picture. That's work in progress.
Oh, I've already seen him. She
Oh, that's
sent me
awesome.
the progress that
It's
she's
so
had.
good.
But I feel like this is a perfect segue because even though I think that loot boxes and randomization card packs and shit like that in games is killing games, Anthem, you guys remember that game, right? Every news source,
I don't know what
Every-
game that is.
Anthem.
if you've been living under a rock, every news source has been slamming the shit out of BioWare because Anthem has pretty much flopped. And the thing is that the player base has officially, well, it's on its last legs because current players are reporting that, you know, it's hard for them to get into games and, you know, they can't do the raids, they can't get the cool actual like end game loot and shit like that. And you know what, whenever I look at Anthem, I feel like it was a very ambitious step after Andromeda. I feel like the game was rushed out the door because EA wanted to make back what they put into it, especially after what was it, a 5-year development cycle? Didn't they start after fucking Mass Effect 3?
I think so, yeah.
But most of the resources
that's
put
what
towards
happened.
Andromeda, so it's like, I didn't play Anthem personally. It didn't really interest me because looter shooters kind of got old after Destiny 2, after the whole PC.
Shut the hell up. Take.
Nah.
You gonna sit there and tell me you're not gonna play Borderlands 3?
No, hold on. I haven't gotten to that yet. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now you're putting words in my mouth. Hold on. Hold on. Time out.
You said you was done with looter
Time
shooters.
out.
You said you was done.
Nah, Borderlands is not a looter shooter. That is
Yes, it is.
that is a
looter
fun.
shooter.
Yeah, Borderlands is literally the creator of looter shooters, but it did it right,
Yeah,
unlike everything else.
Whenever, okay, hold on. Let me clarify. Whenever I say looter shooters, I mean the modern day looter shooter of like a
Borderlands is still a modern day looter
No,
shooter.
no. When I mean modern day, I mean one like Destiny, like Anthem, like Fallout. I mean like the corrupted looter shooter, not Borderlands.
Okay.
I love.
so
let-
it's a bad looter shooter.
Yes,
Got
bad
it.
looter shooters.
Fake.
So, like,
So everything that's not Borderlands.
pretty
Yeah,
much, yes.
Basically.
But whenever it came to like games like Destiny, I just got so sick of the fucking grind, and apparently the grind was real in Anthem because there was so much shit that you had to grind for that was just so unnecessary, and even then like the payoff wasn't there. And I feel like just Anthem really didn't have a chance to shine because it was supposed to be this mix of like Mass Effect like dialogue and like Destiny 2 or like just the original Destiny, like just that entire looter shooter combat loop. And BioWare is good at making story games. Dragon Age 2 was dog shit, but every other story game they made besides Mass Effect 3, that's kind of controversial. We won't talk about that.
Origins is the best.
Dragon Age Origins is the best. But like
Okay.
BioWare specializes in making cinematic stories. Mass Effect 2, perfect example. That game was fucking great to this day. I still play it. But like what do you guys did you guys play Anthem? Like what do you guys think? Like do you guys think it has any chance of coming back and actually getting its player base back?
No, I mean, okay. I can't even say no to that because I mean, look at fucking No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that No Man's Sky did fight. Oh god, I remember when I couldn't hop on Twitter and not see people talking shit about No Man's Sky. Man, it was bad. But the thing is that like look at games like Warframe, which I feel like I'm not saying BioWare did this, but like this is just my humble opinion. I feel like Anthem kind of borrowed some ideas from Warframe, and the simple fact that they wanted to make these powerful ass like bodysuits. Kind of like how the war, yeah. I feel like they are the perfect example of what Warframe could have became instead of what it did become. Because Warframe is one of the most played MMOs out there today. I don't play it because I can't find myself to get invested in it. But if you want to see like a perfect kind of analysis of why BioWare kind of fucked up, I recommend looking up Zero Punctuation's review on Anthem. Yahtzee sums it up in a very vulgar way, but it's very perfect. Also, if you want to read more about Anthem, go to Inside Gaming. It's a Rooster Teeth owned company. You can go to their YouTube channel and find out more news about that. But like, just I feel so bad for BioWare. Like, do you guys think they can survive going through the road? Because the thing is that they're behind on their content roadmap. So even the current players right now, they can't, like, if they can't find people to play with, and if the developers are behind on their content roadmap, like, what do you guys think is left for the game?
Nothing. If you're behind on the roadmap, it's just done. That's it.
I mean, I hope that BioWare doesn't get fucking shelved like Visceral Games. I really hoped to see another Dead Space even after, like, even though Dead Space 3 gets a bad rep, I still loved it because it was a Dead Space game at its core. But I don't know, man. Just I hope BioWare gets to bounce back, because even I looked at Mass Effect Andromeda too harshly. I feel like it wasn't that bad. Oh, hello. Who was that?
That's Luma.
Oh, hello, Luma. So if I ask who it is, it's not me not knowing them. It's just I'm not looking at Discord at the current moment.
I mean, it
But
does
not-
say Minecraft Windows 10. So, you know, you can...
Oh my god.
Oh, bro. What? I say it as the stream title.
No, Luma's name.
That's Luma's
Oh,
name.
oh,
Minecraft
really?
Windows 10.
Oh my god. But I don't know, man. Just I hope BioWare can fucking bounce back from this. But
Nope.
it sucks, man. That shit
You
sucks.
can't control that much. They wanted the initial idea for Anthem was totally different than what they finalized and brought out. 'Cause they
I
were forced to change it every like 6 fucking months apparently.
You better head to Ubisoft, put that shit for free every weekend.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what they're doing.
I mean, I feel like they can save it if it goes free to play, but you already know EA doesn't want to do that. They already dealt with Apex. But hell, that might even be a motivation for them to do it. Might be motivation for them to do it, because Apex,
It's
even
possible.
though it kind of fizzled out hard, it still brought in EA a shit ton of money. I mean, if EA had the money to pay Ninja $1 million to play Apex, like, they got money to blow. But since we went ahead and brought it up, we might as well talk about Borderlands 3 and how Randy Pitchford is advertising the game through his hateful ass tweets towards people just wanting to point out any insignificant flaw in the game. I haven't looked up much on Borderlands 3 to kind of keep myself. Oh yeah, by the way, it's 420, guys. Feel free to smoke up.
hit it too young.
Hit it too young. Hit it.
Hey, we talking about. How about you guys?
Hit your vape,
It's
bitch.
120.
You got
It's
10
120
seconds.
for
Hit
me.
your vape.
It's 120 for me.
Hit it for the
120,
stream.
3 hours early.
This man's really doing this.
Hit it for the
It's 3 hours
stream.
early.
No.
Every other person say like, nope, it's 3 hours early
120.
already.
Wow. Okay.
God damn it.
All right. Whatever. I hope he did it. Never mind.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but he,
gonna do it every hour after 120. It's not gonna be me.
bro, on the
really?
stream it says 420. You had to do
It
it.
says 421. It didn't. It's fine.
No,
He did-
and-
he did it at exactly 421.
I didn't do that. It wasn't me.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, Randy Pitchford, we all know about him. He brought us Borderlands 2, but he's not the most professional lad on Twitter. He's been calling out, Kotaku and all these other news articles about how it's not loot boxes, it's purely cosmetic, no pay to win. But there's a little flaw in that. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a boost pack in the
I saw
game.
that.
Oh wow. I
And
actually didn't see that.
it's apparently for players that want to go ahead and start leveling up quicker, and it caps out at a certain level. But I still feel like that's pay to win in a way,
That's pay to win.
because if I don't have, if I can't shell out the money,
But like, let's be honest. Like, you can play it in the classic mode where like you would. They're planning to do it like it is right now. Like, you could have someone the max cap level. You have someone make a new character and go, "Hey, follow me real quick," and instantly hit level fucking 20 because they killed one mob and you went.
Yeah.
All I do is
That's
sit there and
exactly what's
live.
gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. We did that. I
So,
remember.
so,
that
the, so
happening
like
in
really,
Borderlands
what it is like in the beginning of the game cycle, like, oh, people want to grind, they want to grind level, boost it, whatever. It might be some bullshit like Destiny, but like later on, you'll be like, hey yo, Vistox, you level 40. Let's go do a raid real quick, and I'll do inside in the corner.
Yeah.
Hey yo, Vis, you see that fucking scag over there? Eat his ass for me. Give me the level 40.
Exactly.
Give me the level
That's
40.
what's wrong. He's like, hey, give me the level 15 from one raid. I'm not gonna do shit behind in the corner, but get me there.
But other than the little pay-to-win accusations, I feel like he's kind of ripping into people for the Epic exclusivity deal. Because
he can't defend himself with that one.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Borderlands 2 on Steam got fucking review bomb. Like, we're talking like atomic bomb to Hiroshima and Nagasaki review bomb.
I mean, it did the same thing for the Metro series when back when that was announced.
So, and like, do you guys think that this is like healthy behavior to have like two? I don't even know what you would call them, like digital distribution brands or whatever. I don't know what the exact.
I think it's fine. If one of them wasn't absolute shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, do you know how the fucking Epic Game have patches apparently?
Well,
it's way worse than what Steam does.
I know that Epic, they make a local copy of your Steam friends list, which technically is a form of invasion of privacy and could be including spyware. But I don't know how they do patches, because all I know is that it throttled. Like, if I'm gonna update my Metro game, because that's like the only game I'll play on the Epic Game Store, it takes forever to update because it just throttles my shit. What's the software you use for the background? This is Wallpaper Engine. It's $15 on the Steam Marketplace, or it might be $10 now.
That's like $2 when I bought this bitch.
Oh well, shit. Well, when I bought it, it was 15.
Goes on sale like very often.
But
it was like on sale. It was just like it was like $2 at one point, and I guess they boosted the price.
But no, I feel like anyway. How does Epic Games do patches? Please explain.
Like, I have something to do with like usually the game. I forget. Like I know Colas and them are going over like the game fucking does some dumb shit like Xyz and them because we're waiting for Colas to patch to play World War Z, and I was trying to patch, and like that shit took forever. We literally, me and Colas both sat there at 100%, and it said using 0 megabytes of 0 megabytes, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And that shit took me 15 minutes, and that shit took Colas 2.5 to 3 hours.
So yeah, I feel
Even though for Colas it said it was done, she was pissed. She was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, it's how they patch it, bro. It's good luck.
Like, bro, I feel like I don't mind competition, but I feel like the way that Epic's going about adding this competition's real fucking scummy, because there was a Kickstarter, like there's a couple of Kickstarter games like crowd-funded that will say that they'll release on Steam, but then Epic, like they'll move over to the Epic Game Store after Epic kind of is like, hey, slide them some money under the table. And it's like those people.
But then the thing is, Epic also gave them a way out. It was like, hey, pay the developers better. Give them the same thing we do. It was like an 80-20 split. We'll stop it. And they said we'll stop if Steam did that. And Steam I don't think has ever. Steam just said left on red. Forget about that.
Don't get me wrong. As much as I dislike EGS because of all of the privacy issues and shit that's going on, I do gotta commend Epic for actually helping out the indie games developers and all the other developers as well. Though they did do a good job with that. And I still feel like there's no reason they need to be snooping around my Steam.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And also, the competition's gonna get.
I know you're not, because look, the Epic Game, you're not gonna put porn games on your site. Trust me, you're not gonna do it, Epic Games.
Man,
the moment I see a VR porn game on your site, you is a real one. You're like, oh shit, they don't give a damn no more.
Look, man.
Until they buy it out, I'm like, oh, I can't play it on Steam anymore. Alright, I'm done with your shit.
Look, man. All I'm saying is that I play those games for the plot. They usually have really good stories.
I'm just saying, wouldn't that be some shit? Because you know how Epic does exclusivity. You're like, hey, come to our store, we'll pay you shit to the money.
Apparently.
And let's say they did that to a game. I'll be like, that looks bad. It looks bad on your resume. They'd be like, yeah. We bought exclusivity for a porn game.
Did you guys heard that Epic Games is kind of taking digs at Steam by saying, oh yeah, we don't allow trash on our site, like games like Hunt Down the Freeman. That was a clusterfuck. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's about a year and a couple months old at this point. Like they're talking about like the porn games and shit and how poorly managed the Steam game store is, which I can commend Epic. You know, I appreciate that they're trying to look out for developers, but just the way that they're doing it is scummy. Speaking of developers, another segue. God, I'm good at this. What do you guys think about the Riot sexual harassment allegations? I know. All right, trigger warning. Hold on. Wait. Trigger warning, by the way, for this one subject. Because it does.
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
I don't know about you, but nudity is number 15 on the most popular tags on Steam. People want to see this shit.
See what?
Yeah.
Bro, it's number 15 on. Go to Steam, go to popular tag. It's number 15.
Oh, bro, fucking. There's a game that Etika. By the way, Etika's back. You know, I watched the stream. Apparently, there's this game called Subverse. It's like a Mass Effect kind of.
I was sitting here trying not to bring it up too.
Bro, bro.
Content is 20. People want this. Shut the hell up.
You're
People
not
gotta jack
wrong.
off in VR. I'm just saying. I got VR. I haven't done it, but I know people on VR.
No,
trying to
I
do
know
it.
you have. I know you have.
Trust me, sis.
Right. Anyway.
I can't. No. Anyways,
Anyway.
what's this subject about a riot?
Anyway,
Riot?
Riot Games has been under a couple of lawsuits around. By the way, trigger warning for sexual allegations against its employees. But I want to say, but this isn't the topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about. Do you guys?
Freaky?
God damn it. What I want to talk about is, do you guys think that there should be a union type representative company in the game development industry? Because for example, I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know that Mortal Kombat 11 came out recently. It's around a month and a half old, and the game looks great. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I'm not really good at fighting games, so I prefer not to get shit on. But
Can't confirm.
that game looks amazing, way better than MKX if you ask me. But apparently there was a shit ton of crunching, a lot of crunch hours. For example, apparently Kotaku interviewed a developer, like one of the like fatality directors for MK11, and apparently he has PTSD from how gory and how like crazy the testing went. That whenever like he'd have nightmares of just ripping people apart, and like it like he has to go to therapy.
He's in the wrong job.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Nucci on that. He's in the wrong line of work for that one.
I understand that.
But like you knew what you got yourself into.
Yeah.
You didn't see the past 10 games and go, like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
But
Mortal
wait a
Kombat.
minute. But wait a minute. Whenever you're trying to figure out ways to fucking dismember people for 100 hours a week, because it wasn't
You gotta
regular
be
40
fucked
to
up in the
60, it was 80 to 100 for crunch weeks. And some of the employees have come forward and say that they had to live at the office to even like get the game done. And apparently they're
I'm not
still
even gonna lie.
crunching.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's literally the life as a game developer.
I mean, like, remember when Dead Space did it? Like, they were like, yeah, we looked at car crash victims to, like, draw these necromorphs and shit. And like, they did the same thing. Like, you got the premise of the game before you even signed up for the job. He was like, because of the art department, they said, hey, look, your job is to draw people getting fucked up. And you might have to look at people getting fucked up. This is your job.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this job? And your dumbass said yes.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, because he low-key he is a bitch about it, but I feel like the games industry needs like a union to protect game developers from getting abused, because some of these game developers, even though they're putting in a shit ton of crunch time, they're not getting paid for it. For example, Telltale Games, who brought us classics like The Walking Dead and Tales from the Borderlands. Those are the only two good games, if you ask me. Oh wait, no, the Batman Telltale games were good too, but
Which are getting removed.
Borderlands.
that is
Telltale.
tragic, bro. Oh god, but you know, I feel like there needs to be like a union type company to protect game developers, because hell, even now, I know that game development companies, they're going through crunch time as we speak, or some development studios are getting ready. I know people don't like Call of Duty, but apparently the 2020 title, Treyarch, is getting ready for 100-hour weeks just to push it out. And it's like, I feel bad for those devs, because they went to school for years to master their craft, to create something that they want to create. Yet they're going to have to sacrifice their health, time with their families, you know, just slaving away for 50 grand a year.
There's deadlines, and your company has to make investors happy. That's the end of it. It's like, look, here's like, they want to see the product, before it's finished, and you kind of have to just go, overtime for that shit. Like, yeah, you're not getting paid OT. Obviously, if you work 100 hours every fucking week, you're not getting OT, bro. You get your standard salary, which is probably the salary.
It's pretty dog shit. It's pretty dog shit.
Like, let's say you work on this project. It's probably a contract. You're like, hey, you work on this project. We'd be like, I don't know, 200,000.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing though. I get that there's deadlines and you gotta make investors happy, but like sometimes investors, they just don't give a fuck. Because I'm referencing Call of Duty because that's the only thing I have a lot of background on. Black Ops 4 made like $5 million, or like that. Like that, they made a shit ton of money. It was more than 5 million actually. And Activision was like, nah, that's dog shit. Like compared to the past titles, like that was a massive improvement. And even then, like just. I feel like sometimes these devs are just getting fucking.
That's also why, like,
over.
Right now you see a lot of VR games because like it's the flavor right now, and the companies have investors have noticed like what can bring in money long term, and
is it
battle passes and fucking or fucking loot boxes is like it's a long term thing. Like this game like a Call of Duty, it's 1 year, but like it's 3 years development. In that 1 year, how much money can we get from the game? You get cosmetic items and loot boxes. It's like,
do we really need a union, or do we really need to somehow change companies' mindsets and say, oh, whatever money they made, it's never enough for them? Like, do we need a union for that to treat the symptom, or do you want to go for the actual cause?
I mean, and then like
last
year is also shit about survey. Like you don't buy a game for like 2 months after it's released, maybe 3 months, and see what the hell happened. Because shit goes out. Because Fallout 76 was like, oh, I should have waited like a whole month about that shit full price. That shit dropped down to like $20 in like a month.
Yeah, it dropped to half price. But KDT, like what your analogy was, that's like asking what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's a weird problem to tackle because you don't know which one's gonna work or if it's even gonna work at all. And it's just I feel like just the games industry is in a weird place because. Too Young, you were talking about how, Tyler, battle passes are loot boxes. I feel like battle passes are pushing loot boxes out. Because every game that I play has some sort of battle pass. Call of Duty has a battle pass. Apex has a battle pass. Fucking Rocket League.
It's like we have to thank Europe for this one because the European people did it right. They're like, yo, loot boxes are gambling. And, we're not going to allow that to be in our market. And then so game companies are like, well, shit, we want to get back into that market. What's the next best thing? Battle passes.
I mean, I feel...
you know what you're getting. You grind out your battle pass. You know what you're getting. You pay $20. You're playing their game. You can still buy loot boxes. Apparently, that was a thing.
Yeah, it's just I feel like the battle pass system needs to be like reformed, kind of in a way. Like, I keep going back to Call of Duty. I know people are gonna smack me for it, but Call of Duty they did the battle pass system and I liked it. Until this upcoming season because I'm getting useless stickers. Like compared to all the other battle, this one fucking stinks.
I mean, Apex's first battle pass was trash too. It's like, oh my god, shitty skins. It was a couple of fucking.
It wasn't even the skins. It was just so many trackers, bro. Like I don't want
less items.
I don't want season 1 Bloodhound kills, bro. Like what? I'm a Wraith main. What do I'm genuine trailer trash. I play Wraith only. I'm not gonna use those trackers. I don't know. I feel like. Just game industries need to like be I guess they need to get shown the light of hey, we will keep playing your games as long as you don't fucking crush your developers because some of these devs like they put their heart and soul into creating what they want, but the investors, the publisher, they're like, nah, fuck you. That's why you see a lot of studios disbanding and a lot of like former studio heads like Michael Condrey. And he's making his own like little studio for 2K, and he's developing an unknown game. And you got games like Observation, who are made from like former game devs that have left companies and shit like that. So just games industry as a whole, just we need to have a serious look at it. If you ask me. But
I mean, yeah, but who's gonna support the fucking public, the devs? Because you need your fan base, for your, series of games. Like, let's be honest, like Halo, MCC, and all that stuff. Let's be honest, like their market, like their fan base is pretty small right now compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, but once
you
it hits
think
PC,
someone who plays NBA 2K or fucking FIFA is gonna give a damn about 343 industry devs? Fuck no.
dude,
Yeah, like if you don't care about that, the game they push out, you're not gonna support them. Like, well, fuck it.
Basically, yeah.
fair enough.
That's kind of why Destiny 1 took off like it did. I mean, everybody knows the fucking name Bungie.
Yeah,
Bungie did the original fucking Halo. Like you know who Bungie is.
and you know the standard that they have when it comes to games. And like I was hyped for it. I didn't pre-order it, but
I'm sad to say that I did.
I was hyped and I was like, ah, shit, it was cool. And I played it and I was like, it was dope. Destiny was dope. Destiny 2 was. Destiny was okay. It really needed that expansion, which glad came out.
No,
Destiny-
Curse of Osiris killed Destiny 2 for me, if you ask me. $20
The
for
original
a
Destiny
shitty
was
expansion?
good, but they pulled a Ubisoft with Wildlands, and they took way too long to show content for it. I got rid of it. I couldn't stick to it.
Well, this is a perfect segue because speaking of game development, the PlayStation 5, their specs have been leaked. We've already known about this happened like last month or within the past 30 days. And PS5 apparently it was showing off a little bit when it came to loading times. Instead of taking 8 seconds to load up like a city, it took like a second or like 0.5 seconds. And apparently Inside Gaming, they made a video about this, and apparently that's going to be the last PlayStation console that Sony ever pushes out. What do you guys think about that? Because PS4 has been dominating this current console generation. And if the PS5 is supposed to be slated for like a 2020-2021 release, I kind of want to see what Microsoft has, because they have the HoloLens in development currently.
Well, as long as Microsoft doesn't tell me some bullshit like, hey, your Xbox has to be constantly connected to the internet to
always
activate and play
online.
your games.
Yeah,
That's what destroyed Xbox One. It was like when people were bitching about it, like, really, nigga? My bad, but like,
Bruh, come on, man.
Bro, I gotta be on 24/7. I need internet connection to play games.
And we're
on my
back.
library.
We're back.
Oh, time for a new channel.
Sorry for the podcast.
So, look. Hey,
I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Come
No, we're not.
on,
We just
man.
have to add X to the name, the front and the back. We good.
Oh my god.
Twitch mods I do not associate with the man known as Too Young.
We small as shit right now.
I mean, shit, we got like 18 viewers for the first podcast back. It's pretty good. We've been dropping it out of the 20s.
Switch was better than the PlayStation 4. It overtook it.
Really?
As far as I remember, yeah.
Do you think that
I think sales wise it did just like shoot up past the PlayStation.
currently PlayStation 4 has?
PlayStation 4's lifetime sales in Japan. Yeah, I'll just.
You know what? But they never go. You never gonna beat that Wii.
Bro,
That shit came
the
out,
Wii,
bro.
the Wii with Wii Sports and Wii Play, dog. I have a Wii in my living room right now. I rebought one. I got Mario Kart and Wii Sports. Fucking love it.
Store died. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace
peace
to
to
the
Store.
Wii. You are gone, but never forgotten.
Pour one out for the Wii, you guys.
I want to see some Fs or some rips in the chat. Pour one out for it, please. But no, like I feel like, do you guys think that Sony has an ace up their sleeve when it comes to maybe dominating the next and final console generation? Because even though I feel like PlayStation 4 has won it, I feel like Xbox might be coming back like a lot stronger for the next one, because Microsoft, they've kind of taken a step back and they've noticed like, hey, we don't need like a shit ton of cool features. We just need to focus on what we're good at. We're good at online services, and and we have the exclusives that sell fucking copies. They got Forza, they got Halo, they got Crackdown. Whenever that fuck they fix that. What is Crackdown 3 out right now?
Yeah, it's out. It's not.
Oh,
getting
bitch.
fixed.
I love Crackdown.
That ain't happening.
But Microsoft, I feel like they've taken a step back and they're kind of perfecting their craft for the next one. Because I feel like after the first 2 years of this current console generation, they kind of didn't give a fuck. But do you guys think Sony has a plan for the next console generation? Do you guys think there's going to be any exclusive launch titles? Like, give me your thoughts on it.
I mean, Sony will always get exclusive launch titles. I mean, each one has their own. The games you want to play. And you kind of need both consoles to play both of them, but it doesn't matter to me. We're on PC. Let's be honest. a lot of us play on PC right now. Met all you guys on PC. It's kind of like the new thing right now. Like, yo, shit.
Do you think that PC is like coming back into like a new kind of resurgence after the Xbox 360 and PS3 died out? Because I exclusively played, even though I didn't have the money to build a PC, I exclusively played any games on Xbox. So that I had the stigma that this is the best thing that I can do. It has the best UI, has the best online. Because Xbox 360, that's probably one of the greatest consoles ever made. Be honest, it's
maybe,
polished.
but it probably is. But let's be honest, like right now in the current console generation, in the current gaming how it is, the biggest industry right now, mobile games.
Oh,
Like, mobile games is like this shit, and it's been like that for a while.
Chinese music intensifies, but I mean,
exactly.
you're not wrong. The mobile game market is fucking booming. Candy Crush makes an absurd amount of money, bro. An absurd amount. Like, what the fuck?
When you go on YouTube or whatever, or on your phone, you get an ad. You get an ad for a mobile game, bro. I ain't seen an ad for like some fucking PC game on my own PC. I'd sit there like, hey, you wanna play this mobile game? Like, bro, I'm on YouTube on PC. What's fucking?
I'll get a watermark for a DLC. Shout out to you, Arma, for the Marksman DLC. Oh, and the new Contact DLC that's coming out too. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. But you know, I'm excited to see what Microsoft has to show off at this year's E3. We're a couple weeks away, or not a few weeks away from E3. So I'm kind of excited to see what they do for their E3 conference this year. I hope they show off the new Halo and the new console as like a 2020 release date, because I want to put my pre-order in now. But now that I brought it up, now we got to talk about Arma. Fucking the Syndicate is very. We're not known for Arma, but there's a lot of people who like Arma, and they announced, what was it, today, or I think it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
The people who made the Laws of War expansion, they came out with a trailer and news about an upcoming expansion called First Contact, and it involves aliens, a new landmass in Livonia, I believe. It's a Polish-speaking country in Eastern Europe, with a shit ton of like props, like 5 weapons, 10 uniforms, vehicles, stuff like that. I like the idea, but I feel like we're kind of getting into, why play that whenever I can get mods and face the Covenant as an ODST, aka Bits' wet dream every night.
What?
Bro, don't tell me you don't want to be an ODST and shoot Covenant. Don't tell me you don't.
No.
You don't want to be an ODST?
No.
You a bitch.
Because currently ODSTs are out the fucking window. You gotta be a Spartan now.
Yeah, real talk, I'd rather be a Spartan.
I'd rather be a 5'6" dumbass Spartan than a goddamn ODST that's
A
absolutely...
5'6"? Oh, brother, you're short. Wow, whoa.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me correct you on that, because you can't say that to somebody that actually reads up on the lore on Halo. You may be 5'6" right now, but after the augmentations,
You're like 7 foot.
They put you through, you're gonna be at least 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, Spartan 2s are like what, 7'2"? Master Chief's tall as shit, bro. Spartan 4 is fucking tiny.
Because the Spartan 4s and 5s right now, like, the augments they go through is pretty minimal.
We don't have Spartan 5s.
Look, bro. Look, as a Spartan 4, you don't get knee work done, bro. Your knees is the same. You're pretty much the same height you are.
Your knees are capped, all right. Your knees are fucked. I don't know. I feel like let's be honest. We too old to be Spartan 2s, so we die. I mean,
should have kidnapped me like 20 years ago. You know,
I mean. Only 30 of the 120 died in the Spartan 2 augmentation, but we're not going to talk about that. Alright. But, anyway, back to the Arma expansion. I feel like it's not bad, but I don't feel like it was needed. No one was asking for aliens, but we were asking for content. So it's like, I feel like
you know why they're pushing out this DLC, right?
I don't.
They have an agreement with some mod makers. Oh, they did this years ago. and they are working with mod makers to exclusively put out and help develop mods into actual in-game content DLC for the game. That, like, the last expansion that came out with Arma, I want to say it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was actually worked on by a mod team. I think the guys with Red Hammer helped them with that, but Bohemia just pushed it out onto Steam for them. It's the same thing with First Contact.
So isn't First Contact like is it a free expansion? I didn't read up too much on it.
No, they're not.
It's a paid one, right?
They are paid expansions, but they come with new scripts that you don't have to go through and script them yourself. Weapons, models, armor, vehicles. There's just a whole bunch of shit.
Also, if you do want to get into Arma, I highly recommend it. Even though if you're not into the realistic tactical military shooter, it's still a really good game to fuck around in when it comes to like role play. I know GTA 5 RP is kind of taking storm.
It's fun, but it's very difficult to learn. The learning curve is fucking like it's technical sort of thing. That's what I get out of it.
Instead of riding a bike,
it's
like riding a fucking unicycle. There's a lot of like intricacies of it.
There's a lot of controls, but once you get it.
Oh, bro,
awesome.
there's so much you can do with that game in general. That's why I love Arma so much, because you don't have to just do the basic. Oh, we're fucking military. No, you can do whatever you want. The limits are endless, bro. I remember I was playing a public Zeus server, and someone had a script for like a drop pod like system where they would drop us from a VTOL at like 10,000 feet, and right before we hit the ground, fucking thruster jets pop up from the bottom, slows our descent, and we land safely. So it's like anything, and that was a public Zeus server with plugins. So I feel like that is amazing. And speaking of plugins, because I thought about the old Minecraft server before I gave it over to Ash to run. Minecraft for mobile, except it's augmented reality. You guys see that shit? I thought that was pretty fucking cool. I thought I felt old as shit, dog. I remember playing Minecraft in 2012, Xbox 360. I didn't think I'd be seeing a fucking Enderman stand at the bus stop with me. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you guys see that?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool,
know.
but how the fuck is it gonna work, bro? Like, what? Do I gotta look down at my hand to see a block hand and a piece of wood to start building shit?
Look better than what, I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
The original Pokemon Go ad that looked fucking amazing, and in the game, fucking trash.
All I'm gonna say is the same thing that even my little sister told me. Once that comes out, all you're gonna see whenever you go to play that is just gonna be dicks all around the place. That's it. Let's be honest.
I mean, like, how are you gonna build shit though? Because the thing is that you can't like pop a fucking wooden block on you under like in reality and in augmented reality. It's not how it works. We're not in full dive SAO type shit yet. We still have limits to our physical world. So it's like, is Mojang just gonna put pre-built structures for everyone to visit, or are we just gonna be limited in how we can build? Because I feel like if we're limited in how we can build,
you gotta buy blocks.
You gotta buy blocks. Oh, fuck.
Hey, once achieved, I'll buy sand blocks right now if it's only a penny.
Right?
Or some dirt blocks.
Oh, bro.
I'll be the first one. Hey, look, I'll be the first one. Like, this is right. I'll be the first one to put a dick in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
Like, you're like, oh, let's go outside and play augmented reality Minecraft. You walk outside, right in the middle of the street.
Sweet mother of
And
God.
I live next to a main street. There's gonna be a dick right in the road. You'd be like, well, damn. So,
Somebody beat us to it.
exactly.
It's just like
real talk, do some new shit, some new gaming type shit, bro. Like, be like, yo, sup, bro? Sup, blood? Put big ass spell that shit on the street in Minecraft, and you're like, you don't see a little kid walk by and be like, who the fuck is ripping this shit right now on my street?
Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing. This is
it wouldn't that be just funny shit you see gamers out there with their phones, trying to throw up sets in the middle of the street.
Well, I mean,
on a Minecraft game.
Here's the thing that scares me about this, because this is the first game that really takes advantage of augmented reality. Like, we've made full use of virtual reality. I mean, shit, I can go into VR chat right now and find a big-ass avatar with big-ass anime titties. But augmented reality, we haven't really touched yet. So it's like, do you guys think that it's going to be the same?
Pokemon Go?
Man, fuck Pokemon Go. That's not augmented, bro.
I wouldn't even call that augmented reality.
Like,
I want some more augmented RTS games because there's a couple that I've touched on and they look really cool. But imagine if you can actually have like augmented life-size RTS fucking
Yeah, bro.
telling
Let
your
me
troops
like
to go
let me
do shit and stuff.
give me
That'd be
them
so cool.
glasses like from SAO where they like the people were playing them like an RPG.
don't
in
spoil
the
that
streets.
movie. Don't.
Right.
sp-
Wait. You haven't seen Cardinal Scale?
I haven't seen Ordinal Scale. I've seen the newest scene, but not that. Please, I know that they have the glasses, but I don't know what happens story-wise.
All right.
But
That's
like,
all I know about the glasses. They was fighting shit in the middle of the streets. It was
Oh,
events.
yeah.
They was closing down public areas. Like, hey, yo, you gonna fight this raid boss real quick? That's like we need. Can we get that? If we had that, people lose their fucking minds.
man, I just want the fucking VR headsets. I don't care if it kills me, dog. I just want to be able to move like without having to worry about cord. Cause that's the one thing I fucking hate about VR, man. My cords just get fucking
Oh, man.
tangled.
Talking about that, how do you guys feel about the Index and then Vive's wireless adapter that they're trying to push out? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I haven't even seen Index's wireless.
Pass. I don't care for it anymore.
I don't think the Index has wireless yet, but I know they're gonna be trying to push that out.
Isn't
I'm gonna fuck unless my Vive headset breaks. I'm gonna damn about this VR shit, man. I got an Oculus sitting right next to me, and a Vive that's plugged in sitting right next to me right here. I don't need another VR system unless something. If the Vive breaks, I'm getting an Index. If the Oculus is just like broken, I don't care about that right now.
See that?
I'm getting an Index as soon as it's available.
See, that's you, but like once, like I get the
What makes you want
controllers
to get
first.
an Index?
Yeah,
I'm actually curious.
Do you really want to know? I just want to sleep. I want another one in my room. I want another VR setup in my bedroom.
that's fine.
That's why.
Okay.
I can understand that. I know people like they'll collect something like the like Etika, for example. He collects a shit ton of Joy-Cons. He has a ungodly amount, bro. Like his recent stream, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm using my fucking lemon lime Joy-Con." He had a yellow and green one. He has red and pink one. Like he had like a shit ton of just colored Joy-Cons. With
Yeah,
me
so I can-
personally, I have controller sticks. I have scuff sticks that I collect. Like I got two red ones right here. I got two blue ones. I got rainbow color ones in the back. So it's like I can understand that, but like with me, I'm not really interested in VR headsets right now because there's no games to play on them.
So I don't know how long I've been muted.
Oh!
You've been muted for a long
Yeah, you've been muted for a minute,
time.
cuh.
At least half an
Yeah,
hour, I want to say.
I'm gonna keep it real. If I do get an Index, I'd have to buy another pair of trackers and be like, yo, check this shit out. You'll be two niggas in the same play space, and you about to see someone get shoved and fell down in real life. And
Kick this shit out.
I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, Mel, shove. And she'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, you fell down in real life and in VR.
Well,
This is your immersion. Don't fucking touch me with your dildo hands, because that's what you can have. She don't have the vibe. Not me. Fuck that. I get the joysticks. I'm tired of this shit.
My God.
If my Oculus breaks, I'm buying another Oculus. I'm not buying the new Oculus S or fucking whatever the shit they have now. I'm gonna find someone that's selling their Oculus.
Yeah.
Let's get a
Also on,
Quest.
also on the topic of freaking VR, Oculus Quest, $400, wireless, no PC. Worth it? Not worth it? What do you guys
Not
think?
worth it.
Not worth it.
Not
All
worth
the
it.
reviews I've
God
seen.
damn,
No,
bro.
worth it.
Who said
now-
worth it, bro? Who said that? Okay,
I gotta agree with you. I gotta say it's not worth it. I'd rather put the $400 towards getting parts for a PC to run VR instead of $400 towards a wire.
but
headset, 'cause
but
we
the
don't need-
Oculus
we
Quest
don't
has
need that.
VR chat.
Who the fuck cares? Your computer can't even run the damn thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, the thing is with the Quest though, you don't need a PC to run it. It's literally its its own standalone thing.
All right, check this out.
Yeah,
What
people talking
is-
about going out in the field and playing.
Is the tracking good enough
From what
for-
I've seen, it
for me to
is.
play like Beat Saber? Like if I swung my arm too fast, would it
Nope.
stop tracking?
That's
doubt
not
it.
happening.
I
That
doubt
is
it.
not
The
happening.
tracking's gonna be like any Windows mixed reality because it's
Yeah.
the inside-out tracking. and
So it's
that's-
trash.
It's what they're moving to with like all the VR headsets right now. That's why I'm not gonna get a new VR headset. I'm gonna buy
No.
an old Oculus Rift.
Now, my thing is the reason why I push for these two questions because, I don't know about you guys. I personally feel like they need to focus on upgrading the tech and stuff that we're working with on VR headsets instead of trying to go wireless and shit with it right now.
There's no.
It's not
why would
going
you go-
back to try to go forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they're moving. They're just like they're not looking behind them. They're just going, oh hey, we're done with this one. All right, time for the new one. Who cares if it's broken or we don't need to fix it. Just go for the new one. Nobody's gonna care about the old ones, right? They're all gonna go for the new ones. That's not how this works.
Yeah,
But,
I can't.
I feel like
And like, let's be honest, most people who buy VR got a pretty beefy PC already.
oh yeah.
Or they should.
Yeah, if not, they're working on getting there.
Yeah.
I feel like the dream for VR is, I know people hate the fucking show, but SAO, dog, like that is the dream.
That's
That
my dream.
that is the end
everybody.
point. That is the end
That's
point.
end game.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen until like maybe like what? 100 years from now? When it's a real issue?
Hold on, wait, don't say it. Don't say 100, because here's the thing: how fast
We got 20 years.
I want you to understand how fast we moved in technology in the past 20 years, dog. We went from having brick ass
crazy.
phones to having
Yeah, but you know
augmented
why?
reality.
Did you know why we went that fast? It's because the military was developing shit like that. That's why we have internet and computers right now. It's the military. You think the military is like, let me just invest in VR instead of this nuclear missile right here that could possibly
hold on. Wait a
win this
minute.
war for us. Smile.
Here's the thing, because if they had training programs on some Metal Gear 2 Solid, on some Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty type, if they had a VR training system where they could go full dive,
Oh wait, full dive like as
like
in SEO?
yes, that
full dive,
the
but
end
they have
point.
VR training programs already.
Yeah, but if the thing is
I can
that
only get so much training from Pavlov, bro.
I was about to say,
I actually, cause funny thing is, I actually ended up seeing a video last night.
You don't need to try and pull the pin on that flashbang.
Hey, fucking YouTube's algorithms are all kinds of fucked up. I got random ass video about New York City police actually using VR to train their new recruits and shit on active shooter situation. These guys actually have they have like a full scale fucking warehouse for them to actually walk through with VR on, multiple sensors and shit tracking all of them to do this shit.
So-
check this out. Real talk, real life. They're just gonna shoot another black guy. I'm sorry, bitch. They're just gonna shoot another black guy.
oh my god,
Black Lives
bro.
Matter. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But they have another movement. It's gonna be some innocent ass kid in the alleyway. I don't know why you in the alleyway, but you gonna get shot.
Look, man, all I'm saying is that if
And
we
this
are
cop is a murderer.
if we're going based off of Too Young's theory that the military was the main reason all this shit got backed, then in that case I don't see why full dive VR wouldn't get backed, because that would be a perfect way to condition your soldiers to be in a combat environment.
Yes, like you condition your soldiers, yes. But is it actual training? Like
Yes.
If I go in VR and cause I'm fucking laying in bed or in a fucking bench just sitting there in VR, will I come out of that and be able to put those skills onto my actual body and use
The
it?
thing is, with full dive though, with full dive, you don't.
you wouldn't
You're
do
not
that.
yet. You may be laying in bed, but you're full. You're literally there.
Your
you're in the
senses
shoes
are
of-
there.
You're in the shoes of that character.
And the thing is, like,
Does that transfer over to your character?
if I can
I for sure could.
if I can feel, smell, touch, hear, and if I catch a round on my shoulder and I'm gonna feel that, I'm gonna feel like that bitch is real.
But like when you get out,
Will they have that pain that high up? Because that's pretty intense. If in full dive you got your leg blown out because you fucked around, because I feel like there's gonna be a point where like obviously gonna happen. Someone's gonna dick around, but like, let's blow off our first fucking legs. Pull the pin on this grenade and throw it at him. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You can't sit there and tell me.
I'm not saying it won't.
And if the pain is that real, so it's gonna hurt. It's gonna fuck somebody shit up when they come out and be like, I got my legs. Holy shit.
Well, hold on, because
they're saying Inception.
Okay, so
they're gonna have to dumb it down. Like, you get shot in the shoulder, you're not gonna be like, oh my fucking god. You're like, oh, that shit stings. But you be like, okay.
man, can we ban people, bro? Can we ban?
No, we're not.
Bro, he said I'm thinking about what virtual
don't
cock and
care.
ball torture. Maka.
I don't care.
God damn people. Come on, bro.
Oh, brother. Anyway,
People's in the body.
Hold
But
on. You bring that up, but like obviously there are gonna be limits, so
Yeah.
that people don't pass the fuck out from the pain, or are actually hurt from the pain.
So,
And
yeah,
if there's not limits for that,
I feel
there's
like
regulations. So
Even
that
if
you
there are
don't
limits,
figure out
people find a way to
My-
hack it and override it.
well, my idea for full dive VR is, again, I'm gonna base off SAO. In the the worst season of SAO in the ALO arc, there was a pain tolerance meter, if you remember,
Yeah.
that
That's
the
what I was
fucking
gonna bring
game
up,
had.
too.
So it's like developers are probably gonna end up regulating it, because the thing is that, like, if you actually get one of your limbs in game blown off, it's gonna have a phantom pain feeling, because you're like, you will still be able to feel like something's there, but it won't be once you come out. It's there. I feel like they need to find a way to kind of limit what type of, I guess, trauma, quote unquote, that your mind can handle.
If you're gonna have it, I don't think there's gonna be pain in the consumer market. Just saying, like,
No, there's
they're
not.
not gonna allow that.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
bro, look.
Of people,
Fuck
they're gonna
safety,
allow
bro. If look in season 1, if they look, we all know about that little side story where little teenagers was fucking and they felt that. Let's be honest, if there's gonna be a certain like feelings you're gonna get, like there can't just be like nothing there, because then they're like that the emergency got like you pick some shit up and you don't feel it in your hands. It's like
And obviously, there's gonna be like touch.
Man,
but, like,
unless I
there's
get
gonna be
traded.
pain.
Go ahead, Ichi. My
And
apologies.
there's a lot of like safety regulations you have to put in. So like there's like either going through all the regulations or just not having pain at all.
Barry said SAO chapter 16.5. I feel like what they need to do is that if they're gonna have a touch sensation where you can feel, like if I put my hand on someone's shoulder and I can feel that, there ain't no way, and The Rock means no way that you'll be able to fuck unless it's a adult only rating. I doubt that an MMO will allow that.
Hey, real talk though. Real talk. We all play VR chat. You gonna have that weirdo who's gonna grab your crotch. And if you feel that, it's gonna be a little weird. You'll be like, well then. And let's put it another way. How many people will be looking around looking like dudes?
Oh, brother. Bro, it's gonna be like just how in SAO after the first scene where it's like, oh yeah, let's remove all your player avatars. It's all guys. It's mostly guys. It's like, you hate to see it. I mean, again, it's gonna be it's a very Wild West type market to look at, but I wouldn't say it's too far off. I'd say we have another 5 years before it's actually like in the beta phase where it's like, oh shit, this is possible.
It's gonna be a lot of 5 years.
Why you say that?
Because we took a step back and go on a wireless headsets apparently.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So we're not going for like full virtual reality. We're going for like.
And
We're
plus,
going for wireless.
yeah, because like full virtual reality, like that's a lot of like science and shit that we don't understand probably right now at this time. Like 5 years time, I doubt we'll get there. Like I'd say like they really like you really push it like 10, 20 years.
Well,
like we'd probably be like in our 60s before some shit like that happens, or if at all.
I'll be in my early 40s. I don't know how old you are, bitch. I'm 19.
Wow. Okay.
Alright.
Get off my lawn.
Fucking young whippersnappers, but I wouldn't say it's that far off because we have certain companies who are working towards full dive. I remember reading about this article a couple years ago. There's a company trying to remake.
If Elon Musk is not backing it up, it ain't happening.
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that, bro. Nah.
Wait, how do you know he's not already done?
I was about to say, bro. Elon Musk is the one who's like, oh yeah, I love anime bitches. Like 100%. If he has a chance to fuck one, he's gonna take that
So
chance.
How do you know he's not actually done, and they just keep it under wraps? How do you know?
It's like I don't think it's that far off if you ask me, because we have companies who are looking into that, especially with the growing popularity of SAO. Like I don't care what anyone says. The most recent season, I can't remember the fucking name because I literally stopped watching it like 2 months ago.
Like, there's also like the danger stuff. Like I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like there's gonna be a point where like it's got to force log your dumbass out so you don't fucking, because you might eat in game and feel full, but your dumbass in real life they got to force log your stupid ass out at a certain time. Like, I say like every like 12 hours in your fucking session they just like get the fuck out of here, eat and stay hydrated, you dumb fuck.
Go to the bathroom, by the way.
Exactly, some shit.
Yeah.
Look, you might as well play full dive in your bathtub at this point if you gonna just be in there all day. Get
Okay, hold on. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
You might as well just go to a damn capsule. Just put your whole body in a capsule and you get plugged up, so you don't have to worry about this shit ever again.
I mean,
Just
but that'd be
go to
so
the Matrix.
expensive. That'd
Just go
be
to the
way.
Matrix. It's easy.
Because the thing is, this whole full dive thing.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if like the first set of full dive like that shit was like a big ass capsule, like that shit took up a whole room, and like
it's gonna be
like it's not gonna be no little ass headset. I tell you that shit right now. It's not gonna be no SA right now where like you put on these little ass goggles in your face and you float. Nah, it's gonna be like a big ass machine. It'll cost you like $1 million.
Yeah,
you go in there.
I'm actually curious on what you guys think they'll price it at. I think they'll price it around like $2,000 at least.
Fuck no.
Nah.
Maybe later, but like let's say after 20 years.
$2,000 per
easily.
unit?
Yeah.
Like it's easily a fucking brand new car. Like not even 10, like more than that. I'd say like 15, maybe even like 30,000.
Eldest said, "Wait, if you sleep in full dive, do you sleep IRL?" Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, wait,
And then
how,
you're
wait a
outside, You gotta
minute.
wake up and be like, why is it all black? And then you take your.
Wait a minute. Why? How would the
No.
passage of time work if you're in full dive? Would they have to speed up the passage of time like in most games? How would you do that?
That's actually a really good question.
What the
though.
fuck,
Now
bro?
you get into
It would depend on the game.
Bro,
now
if
you
I
get into technical, very technical. Of
Been in there for
full
3
body
weeks,
dive.
but it's only been an
Bro.
hour. What?
bro, bro,
So we're diving it back all the way back to fucking Inception again.
bro, like what if I'm like going all the way across like the fictional country to go and do a raid with my bros, and then like it takes us a full in-game month, and then I come back and I look over at my clock, it's only been 3 hours. My brain's gonna be like, oh my god.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
If we move that fast, I wouldn't. I'd be fine with that. Like,
I'll be
but
happy.
if it was real time, if it took like an hour in game, an hour in real life, bro, going on some fantasy raids, and let's say it's supposed to be like
Hell yeah.
like a 1 month journey.
Yeah.
But you know the world might be a little bit too big of a world. If it take your dumb ass a month, real time to cross a goddamn, I don't know, landmass or
Yeah,
some
well,
sort.
and then you go to sleep. It's like, oh, I gotta go to work, so I can come back and raid for the
Hey,
next month.
you know what? I'm not ready to camp in full body, like full dive. Fuck that shit. Can I teleport? I'm not ready to walk.
You're not
or
ready to do
drive.
an open world MMO like how ESO and Final Fantasy 14 is? You're not ready for that?
How's Curate gonna do it? Because he doesn't like to fucking move around as it is. He just wants to sit there.
Whoa. Just says you have to
Whoa.
move. You just mentally move. Easy.
Yo,
You
Avatar?
go,
Maybe some Avatar type
we
shit?
really bringing up Avatar.
Remember that
castle
capsule?
that they used?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, what if that's the first fucking full dive headset?
Uh,
That'd be elite, cause bro, it looks comfy as shit in there. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not a paraplegic.
But I got both my legs. I'm not crippled.
I was about to say I'm not a paraplegic. God damn, that looks comfy. I don't know, man. I feel like full dive, like that is the end game. That is when oh shit. That's when Iron Man says this is where we're in the end game now. I want to see that happen, bro.
Hey, yo, you know what? Him and Thanos, Doctor Strange and Thanos saw all these futures in the alternate universe. There's probably a place where they already had that shit. And he probably looked at us and was like, these fucking degenerates.
way to flex on the crippled people too, yeah. Way to flex. But I
I'm
mean,
just saying. My legs work.
I don't know. VR in and of itself, I feel like it's a good market. I feel like it's moving forward in the right direction. But like right now, I have my VR headset. I feel like we need a lot more games coming out to get people to buy it more, so that way the tech accelerates quicker.
There are games coming out. We need good games coming out.
Yeah,
that's
that's what I mean.
the only game that I'm looking forward to as of right now, which actually looks good, yeah. But the thing, my only issue with it is that I've only seen desktop gameplay. I've yet to see any VR gameplay.
You haven't seen VR gameplay? I seen it when they were streaming it.
I've
It's
only seen-
like for an hour or something like that.
I've only seen the desktop gameplay that they had for it, for the closed alpha that they did.
Well, actually, I do have some VR game news. You guys know about V Flower? Thank you for the host. Appreciate you, brother. I love you. Kiss you on the mouth. How much did he host us for? Host us for 1 viewer. Thank you. I love you. But I didn't know if he had, like, cause bro, I looked last night. That fool had like 55. What the fuck? I said,
look.
huh? Pardon?
Bro, can we get a Halo? Can we get a Halo in VR?
A Halo in VR?
Hell yeah.
I also Flower to answer your question. What are you doing, step bro?
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
whoa.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
I'll see you guys later. We're doing Uno or something.
Oh, fuck off. But I do have some VR game news actually. You guys know about H3 VR, right?
Yeah.
horseshoes,
Horseshoes,
stuff like that.
horseshoes, handguns, and hand grenades.
Yes, they rolled out a new mode. It's in alpha, but it's called Holdout. And it's pretty much you spawn in this room with a weapons case, and whatever you get, that's what you rolled with. And you're shooting giant walking hot dogs, but you go to control points, supply points, shit like that. If you want, I can link the video in chat. Let me go and look it up. But it's pretty much like a John Wick simulator, in a sense.
Why don't you just put the video on the screen?
Well, here, yeah, I'll do that right now. My apologies.
Let's check that out.
All right. Let me look it up.
That actually sounds.
Because the thing is that it looks really fucking cool. Especially the guy who plays it, he's really good at this. So I don't know if it's free to everyone. I can link the video if you want to look at the description and shit like that. Where's it at? Oh, it's called Take and Hold. My bad, not Hold Out. Let me move it over here. Fuck's sake, I'm fucking up. I'm choking hard.
It's fine. It's fine. We're scuffed.
Yeah, we're always scuffed.
Let's see this.
Make sure it's proper quality.
Better not show us your YouTube recommended channel.
Oh yeah. We don't want to see that. No sir. No sirree.
Oh wait, that means I have to unmute stream. Fuck.
Imagine unmuting stream.
How are you supposed to listen to this?
I don't want to listen to hot dogs being shot.
Right.
Well, they actually talk. That's the thing. They have their own dialogue and shit.
So you're saying the hot dogs
Really?
can talk?
Oh, well, no, here's the thing. They're really cool AI scripts. Like, if I throw an empty magazine towards a corner, they'll actually look at it and recognize
wow.
it. Like, what was that?
There's no sound anyway.
So it's like, gameplay is being shown right now.
It looks like you're playing against worms.
Oh, yeah, it does. But, like, right now, like you're spawning in a room right now, you know, it's full VR or shit like that. That's fucking Roblox VR.
All right, people. I'm gonna be rude. I've seen a lot of gameplay for H3. It is not Roblox. Not even close. This game is actually really fucking nice.
Oh, bro, your blocks.
Wow, such a giant container and only a pistol and 3 mags. What
Well, the thing
fuck?
is that I've seen like SKSs, fucking Mosin Nagants. I've seen a shit ton of weapons. I've seen a Chinese Type 99 pistol as a fully automatic weapon. Like, there's a lot of weird weapons in this game that are really good, but they don't exist because how weird they are. But pretty much, you run from control point to control point, trying to, well, get how many control points you can. It's unlimited, and the map is always randomized. So, like, well, I don't know how randomized it fully is, but like right here, you can bust open this crate. There's a supply point. You can either get attachments, weapons.
He just shot a dead body like 3 times.
He's double tapping because the thing is that they won't die if they're shot once. You have to hit them in kill spots.
So these are the zombies from RE2 now? You have to
Wait.
shoot them like 10 times in the head?
Pretty
Wait,
much.
hot dogs have kill spots?
Yes, because if I shoot one where a stomach would be on a person, they're just gonna wiggle about on the ground and try and get their guns back up. So you kind of have to double
Honestly, this game
tap.
looks decent. I remember seeing
No, yeah, H3 is something else. What the fuck? was
like if there weren't hot dogs.
that? Yeah, exactly.
Give them the JFK effect. God damn it.
Yo, hold on.
This man.
But like here, let me try and I was gonna find the guy who does like the dumb reloads.
Oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of those.
Because he's done a lot of
Something
gameplay
else.
about it, and he's literally John Wick. Jedi Toby-Wan.
Was that his name? Oh
Yep.
yeah, it was. I remember now.
Where is it at? Fucking, it's the most recent video too. God, he has a lot of views on these videos. Oh yeah, here, right here.
Oh, he already did a video on this.
He's
Okay,
done
dope.
he's done like 3 videos on this.
I actually have not seen this yet.
Like that's a small ass box, but an M16 spawned in it.
I wonder what's inside.
So it's like if you want better gameplay of someone who's put a shit ton of time into it, this is the guy to watch. He did them reload right here too. It's perfect.
Exactly. I love watching this guy's videos. They're just great.
Like you can get knives, you can stab them, they'll react to the stabs and shit. So like, it's a really cool concept, and I feel like if you really want to feel like John Wick or just a badass, like right here, he throws the magazine, they recognize it, and just he gets to the supply point. So it's like this is the only good thing I see for VR at the moment. This might be the only reason I pick up my VR headset again.
Honestly, I'd be interested in this game.
Hell yeah.
But
What
hot dogs?
That's the
is
like
this
that is the only.
multiplayer?
No,
And-
that is the old. That's like
Oh.
one. But I don't remember which video it was that this guy put out. That Toby1 put out. They are actually looking into trying to implement like an actual multiplayer feature that's not just a fucking firing range. They are looking into it.
What's the VR game we could steal? You mean Pavlov?
Pavlov. I did it to 6 and
You can-
Zero Caliber as
yeah,
well.
he did. Yeah, he did to me. What are your opinions on the PMAX 8K VR? Your guys'
Scrap
opinion?
it. They need to scrap it.
Why
I-
scrap it?
I was about to say,
Hold on.
I don't have
Oh
an
no,
opinion.
my
I don't
bad.
know
Not
about it.
scrap it, but keep working on that. They need to fix it. Because from what I've been hearing from like the dev kits that they've been putting out, there's a lot of shit that is wrong with it that is just not ready. It is not ready to be put on sale.
If you play Skinny Brows. That's only me. Everyone else in here doesn't have anger problems like I do.
Oh no, we got angry. You should have saw us. You weren't with us when we played on House for Rainbow Six.
Oh no, I was, remember?
Oh man.
I
Yeah,
was
we
there.
blew that shit up. We was blowing up walls for no reason.
VR
Just for no
arcades.
reason.
I like the ideas of them. My thing is, I'm just questioning the sanitation.
You
How
mean
are
like
they doing
VR gyms and stuff? Like
No, like no, like the actual VR arcades that like in.
I mean, no. There's also Kira just posted one about the VR gym or something. I was like, huh? That better be sanitary as hell.
Yeah, that's my question. Like, how are they doing sanitation with those? Other than that, I mean, it sounds like a really good idea. I don't see why not.
Tron? Hmm.
I'd be down for Tron.
Tron and VR?
I'd be down
Tron
for
with Snake on bikes, battle disc.
This VR chat. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there was a game that Jacksepticeye did a video on. It's very much like a fucking. You're literally the Flash, and you can jump from like high ass like point to high ass point. See, like, bro, right there, the way that he reloads that model, he flips it around, bro, with the lever. Look at it. He's literally the Terminator,
bad.
bro. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah,
I think-
Toby's actually something else.
Yeah, if you guys want to, I think he might have a link to it. If you go to Jedi Toby1 on YouTube, fuck it, you're gonna be looking for this lad right here, Jedi Toby1. Is there a link to this?
Yeah, the gameplay does look promising.
So
In my opinion, just from what I've seen, this game is actually one of the most fluid VR shooters. It actually it flows really well. They do really good with it.
Yeah, so
That's
just,
what it should be like.
I mean, it's
And
John Wick Simulator, bro. It's so good. It's so good if you ask me. But I don't know, man. Like that's the one reason I don't use my vibes. Cause I don't see the promise of going into VR chat and just having fucking a mama touch me, you know, shit like that. Like I don't know. There's too many weirdos on VR chat if you ask me.
You
got a
weird zone.
Then again, my friends, aka the Syndicate group, likes to dress up in anime girls when when most of them are dudes. So it's like I'm kind of already in the weird fest here.
I'd like to go to sleep.
Yeah, Ichi just sleeps in VR, and me, whenever I'm on VR chat, I'm either like playing Werewolf or something, and or just hanging out with like V-Flower.
We're all anime girls at heart. That's quote of the day.
Yeah, no, that's
We're all
cool.
anime girls. All those Syndicate people are weird. Exactly, man. Exactly. Be a
Imagine
cute
nothing weird.
anime boy? I've tried, Ellis, and I've failed. Doesn't work. A podcast? Yes, this is a podcast. Well, it's a scuffed one. It was, yeah. Scuffed one. Oh, God damn it, Peepo.
Oh, and I know
Wouldn't be
Two
our
posted it?
podcast if it wasn't scuffed.
T Young posted this. But I completely lost interest in it because I stopped paying attention because it was in beta for the longest time. But Splitgate,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
That releases today. It released at
it's
9
already
a.m.
it's out. I already have it installed.
So did I.
Too Young pinged a couple of us about it earlier. I was like, that it looks good. I played a little bit. I got Wappa to play a little bit of it. Even Wappa said he really liked it. It's literally Portal mixed with Halo. And like, I
Wait,
gotta
it's free to
say,
play?
Yeah, it's free to play.
Yeah, it's free to play and it looks really good. I haven't had the chance to play it. I'll probably end up installing it tonight after stream's done.
My only issue with it is that the sensitivities in it is weird. Like even now, I think I have hour and a half in it. I'm still trying to figure out a good sensitivity for it. Like it just feels weird.
Well, it's also pretty weird on how you pretty much have to.
Kinda...
It's gonna be odd because of how the portal system works. Because pretty much I'm gonna have to remember all the physics and all the lessons I learned from Portal and Portal 2. Because
No, really. You actually, believe it or not, you actually don't. Because in this one. It's not even Portal. It's not even source physics. It momentum carries. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah, momentum carried in Portal.
And
as
also,
well.
like, you can outplay the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, no, I don't mean momentum carries like it did in Portal. Like when I say momentum carries, if you sprint at a portal that you have like angled up, if you sprint straight through that portal, you're not gonna go through the portal and just like fall. No, you're gonna fucking fly.
And like, also, you can run through other people's portals. You don't know where you're going. If they have 2 portals up, you can run through that bitch.
Yeah, you can't see your teammate. You cannot see your teammates' portals. You cannot see enemy portals, but you can go through them. You can shoot through.
I'm pretty sure they did that for render reasons, like.
Yeah, definitely render.
I don't blame them, but yeah, that game is out of beta.
Yeah, it's out of beta. It's actually released. Free to play.
So yeah, it's on Steam right now. If you guys want to go and pick it up, try it out. I mean, it's free to play. You got nothing to lose.
We can play that shit right now.
And
I don't have it installed.
Custom lobbies are up. So, and I think it does up to 4v4 or 5v5.
Next game night, Splitgate tournament, enter Syndicate Splitgate tournament.
Honestly, I'm down for that.
1v1s.
We could do 1v1s, or we could do 2v2s.
We're playing 4s.
4s? Alright.
4s? Look, I don't want to be on the same team as 6 and...
Who said I'm teaming with you, fool?
I think it's shit on, bro. Why?
I'll shit on.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna do like we did this,
You're gonna randomize it?
No, we're gonna do like we did the Counter-Strike one. I've already looked through all the maps. Do best of 5, 2 team captains, they pick their teams. Point blank.
Fair enough. And Wappa appears once we start talking about Splitgate. There the lad is.
Yeah, Wappa, whenever he saw me launch it, he asked me about it. I told him to go check it out. He said he liked it. Shit, I don't blame him.
I feel like
Wappa, would you like to play right now, Wappa? We can play this shit right now.
I don't have it installed, bro.
Did I ask you? Your name Wappa.
Bitch.
Wappa now.
You just don't want to get beaten Uno, bro. You don't want to get the +4, man.
Oh my god.
You just don't want to catch it.
+4 or like house rule. I have my own +4. You know what, let me check you real quick. Let me see your hands. You even got the color in your hand. Yes, you do.
Oh,
you goddamn cheater. Pick that 4 colors up yourself.
Oh god. I don't know. Splitgate, I'm definitely down to play it later. I don't want to go through and how big is the game, Viz?
It's like 5 gigs.
It's like 5.7 gigs.
It's
like
really
small right now.
It's really small.
Holy shit.
Like, and
I mean,
there's a bunch of game modes for it too. You got oddball, you got like domination for Call of Duty, you got team deathmatch, you got free for all, you got free for all oddball, you got free for all.
Oh, they have oddball?
I don't know. There's a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah, you have King of the Hill, you have Capture the Flag.
Man, Too Young don't know how to play oddball. Shit, he getting whacked.
What you mean? Well, I like the first thing I did was rebound my melee to my mouse buttons. I'm about to smack the shit out of you with that oddball.
Oh wait, there is melee in the game. Okay, so I gotta remember.
Yeah, by default is D. I rebounded to my mouse.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Never mind. I'm definitely gonna rebind that shit. But yeah. Like, I'm definitely down to do that at some point. That's gonna be fun to do.
So, are we doing Nuno or?
I mean, I already have tabletop installed, and I feel like it's more chill.
I got both installed. I don't care what you guys want to do.
Do I have tabletop installed?
Oh,
right now.
Hey, before we jump,
I'm down to do it now.
Before we jump into doing something else, I mean, you guys got anything planned, syndicate wise in general?
Oh,
now's the time to announce it.
For those of you that got into the Conqueror's Blade stuff, and if you have Founders Packs, starts on the 28th if you own a Founders Pack for the early access. If you don't, it starts on the 2nd.
Like the actual Conqueror's Blade?
Yeah,
the game actually comes out, and it will be out. For June 4th is whenever it launches for everyone. And open beta, early access is the 28th. So if you're in,
Is the main line is like without the early access and found it? Is it free to play or like what?
Yes,
How much?
the game
Is it?
is gonna be free to play.
Okay, so the game is free to play. What, it comes out July 4th or June 4th?
June 4th.
June 4th. Okay,
Yeah,
so
next
that's
month.
And if you guys want to keep constant updates with Conqueror's Blade and any of the news that we decide to keep up with and post in the server, make sure you go into the bot spam in our server and do IMCB for the Conqueror's Blade role. So we can actually ping you guys and let you guys know what's going on.
yeah. So that's a little over 2 weeks away from release. So if you guys want another game to grind out, I know that Bits, KGT, I know that everyone pretty much in this VC plays it. Besides me, I need to get into it. I never got into the
I haven't played
betas.
that since
Rip.
like the first.
Yeah, I haven't.
I played like 5 minutes of it and I fucking hated it. I was like,
I haven't
"Fuck
played
this."
it at
I can't
all,
do
bro. At
I can't do
all.
MMOs. I really can't. I can't grind shit out like that anymore. I get bored so fucking fast.
You get bored of anything.
Yo, yeah, it's not wrong. It's not like a lot of games catch our attentions for very long, anyways.
Well, speaking of new games, actually, before we move on to Uno or Splitgate, Dauntless, a new.
You mean
Kinda-
the one where you can't play because the servers are always fucked?
Really? Are they that bad?
Yep.
Are they still
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
are they still that bad?
It's still that bad apparently.
So pretty much, I'm gonna go ahead and get a video of it up. Dauntless is a
check the latest games entry. All servers are currently full. Your estimated queue promise is your queue position is 30,000.
Wow.
Pretty much, this
So,
is
yeah,
a
good luck with
new
that.
MMO shoot. Well, I don't even think it's a shooter. It's a Monster Hunter.
It's cartoon
equivalent.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah, cartoon Monster Hunter, pretty much. You can do character creation.
I was watching Team Darksiders play, and they're like talking about it's like the beginning is really easy, and then like it ramps up in difficulty really fast.
It looks like
And,
Fortnite.
Hard monsters are like hard monsters. Like I played the beta when I was like I had to sign for that shit. I played it. I liked it. It was fun. But but the queue times were shit. And I already had Monster Hunter, and we were playing. They came out like relatively the same time, like the beta and like Monster Hunter.
Yep.
It was like a month apart, maybe 2 months, and we were just. I said fuck it.
So I'm gonna leave the video of this preview. I feel like this guy kind of explains it a lot better or a lot less boring than any other reviewer does. It's free to play. Is this on the Epic Games Store?
Yep.
It's not on Steam.
Yep.
No.
And there goes everybody.
Yeah, there goes everyone's
I thought it-
interest.
No, really, because I played on it, but it had its own. It still had its own
Is it
launcher.
not? Is it not?
It has its own launcher and everything.
It has its
That's
own
why-
launcher.
Yeah,
Oh,
Where did you
okay.
get the
Well,
launcher?
from the actual website when it was in
Okay.
beta, and I
Oh.
updated it. I played it from there.
okay. So if you don't want to get on the Epic Games Store, you can
Oh,
go
there you
to
go.
the
I
yep.
just got it.
I'll just put it in playdauntless.com. You can get the launcher and you can launch it from there. I'm probably
If you
gonna
don't-
end
you
up
don't- you don't
touching
want
it.
no Chinese kid to hack your bank account or some Russian dude. Get it from Dauntless' his own launcher. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Yeah.
Epic Store compared to Ubisoft isn't bad. It works, depends on the game. I feel like Ubisoft has really stepped up their shit though when it comes to games and anything
Yeah, and
regarding
Ubisoft
Uplay.
has good games, and a lot of them are always on sale. You get points. You put 100 points into a game, you get 20% off flat. Like you can get a brand new game 20% off right off the bat. You can put the shit on sale yourself if you wanted to.
Like, bro,
Oh. Speaking of Ubisoft, in case anybody didn't know, Steep is free. Well, I don't know if it still is, but I know Steep was free. So if you have Uplay, go pick that up.
I'm just waiting for 6 to play RB6 and watch. And I'm about to fuck his shit up.
bro, you asked me to play Rainbow. Whenever the Rainbow is Magic event was going on, you didn't invite me to play, bro. I didn't know if you were free or not. I love
I
that
did.
fucking
I
mode.
played with Cat. I think I played with Cat. Yeah, it was funny.
Man, Katsy never hits me up to play Rainbow, bro. She doesn't want to catch the fucking.
Yep.
Good block.
And we're going into other
No,
tangents.
no, relax. But other than that, no, Dauntless, free to play. If you need something else to grind out, heavily recommend that. Since we're talking about